and start jogging in place. Let's just get everything loosened up, warmed up. I'm always stiff in the morning. I did a lot of gardening yesterday afternoon. Probably spent, I don't know, 4 hours outside working in the garden. So my lower back and glutes are pretty stiff. So it's always a good idea to get moving through all planes of motion. Get that chest, shoulders, and back loosened up here. Yeah, and arms up overhead. All right, let's go into a standing bicycle. Get that rotation through those hips and core. Good, we'll bring that knee high into your chest. Good, give it a tug. Good. And let's do some butt kicks. Draw those abs in nice and tight. And reach for the floor. And get that high hamstring there. Very good. Let's straddle those legs. All right, we're gonna drop deep into the side lunge, pushing your heel back into the floor. Sitting back deep. If you guys look from a side view here, look how deep. Look at that ankle angle. This deep ankle angle is really important at the bottom of a squat to be able to have that kind of ankle mobility or ankle flexion. So it's really important to kind of work through getting mobility in that ankle. And this warm up helps that. Let's bring our feet to shoulder width apart, drive those knees wide with your elbows. And just rotate around a little bit, loosen up those adductors. Very good. And we'll take your right knee internal rotation and then your left. Awesome. And then let's go into a lunge. And then this lunge, my left leg is forward. I'm going to take my right elbow, or I'm sorry, my left elbow to the floor. And then I'm going to reach that left arm up to the ceiling. And I'm going to switch sides. Take my right legs forward, my right elbow to the floor. And then rotate up to the ceiling. And we get the other side again. Good. Last side. Awesome. Let's bring both feet back. It's a little more ankle mobility work here. Just pushing those ankles back into the floor. It's going to help that squat get deeper later in the workout. And so we're going to jump into 2 thoracic mobility exercises. The reason that's important is because your lumbar spine is supposed to be stable. The reason we do so much core strengthening is to stabilize our lumbar spine. But if our thoracic spine is not mobilized, then it forces our lumbar spine to move too much. So we want to tighten our lumbar spine and then loosen our thoracic spine, which is our mid spine. So we're just going to go from our hands and knees position. Maybe I'll turn sideways for this. Hands and knees position. And we're just going to thread the needle. So we're going to reach underneath. And you can use, so my right arm is going under. You can use that right arm to push down against the floor to get more rotation. And then we're going to reach up to the sky, just like our lunge and twist. And we're going to do 5 times on this side. Thread the needle. And reach up to the ceiling. Number 2, thread the needle. Reach to the ceiling. Each time you should go just a little further into that thoracic rotation. You'll feel yourself loosening up. Good. And last one. Just in 5 reps, you can really see increased mobility in that thoracic spine. Take your left arm, thread the needle, and reach up. Thread the needle. You can use the back of your hand to push down on the floor. Help your rotation. Back up. Thread the needle. And out. That's 3. And just simple mobility tricks like this in the morning, if you have a stiff back, can really change the pace of your day. A lot of people walk through life and kind of creaking around and aches and pains all day long, but little things like this can help get you moving first thing in the morning. We're going to go from a cow position, so an anterior tilt of your pelvis, up to a cat position. And then we're going to slide our hands forward and drop to a thoracic extension, which is like a child's pose, but we're going to drop our armpits as close to the floor as you can. And then come back up here. Let's go into the cow. And tuck your head under cat. Push that mid spine straight up to the ceiling. Tuck your head under and your tail under. And then slide those hands forward and push those armpits to the floor. And let's go one more of these. Cow. Up to cat. And drop down into thoracic extension, child pose. Awesome job, guys. All right, so let's talk about our lower body circuit first. We're going to do lower body and core. We're going to work for 50 seconds, rest for 12. We have 2 rounds. We will take a break between our 2 rounds. Hopefully you guys are moving a little better. You guys can start with football steps just while I'm talking, just to keep your blood pumping. And we're going to start with our first exercise in the band. with a knee band on our knees, probably a medium-ish knee band, medium to heavy. And we're gonna do fire hydrant. So we're actually just below the kneecaps on this one. And we're just gonna peel one leg up in a fire hydrant for 25 seconds, and then we'll switch and do the other one for 25 seconds. We'll prime those hips before we get started. So then after that station, we're gonna take the band off. I'll give you a few extra seconds. We're gonna hold a weight right here, and we're gonna do a side lunge shift. So we're going to have both toes pointed forward, side lunge to one side as deep as you can. We're gonna stay low as we shift to the other side, and then we're gonna stand up, okay? So you're making a triangle, side lunge, shift, and then stand up, side lunge, shift, and stand up. So I want you to be as low as you can in that side lunge while you're doing that. It's really important as you're down in that side lunge that your hips are on top of your heel, okay? I don't want you out here, nor do I want you out here where my hips are past my heel. Okay, our next one, we're gonna take a dumbbell or a kettlebell, and we're gonna do, let's see how my balance is this morning. We're gonna do a back lunge to knee drive, and then a one leg deadlift to a knee drive, okay? So back lunge to knee drive, single leg deadlift to knee drive. Now, obviously you can hold on if you need to. Just put your hand against a wall, a table, anything close by. After that, we're gonna take a heavy weight if you can, or no weight. We're just gonna sit and do a deep squat for a 1 minute hold, okay? A 1 minute hold as deep as we can. On the back lunge, deadlift, we're gonna do both sides back to back. I did not mention that. And then our final station, final two stations are for your core, and we're gonna do a pull-off press. So we're gonna stand sideways to our band. Our band should be about chest high. If your band is from the floor, you can kneel down. That would be just fine. But we're gonna have that band at your mid chest, and we're just gonna push out and in. Okay, out and in, out and in. All right, so from a side view, this is all my arms are doing. Okay, I'm just keeping my hips stable, pointing forward. Okay, so let's jump into this circuit. We're gonna start with fire hydrants. Put that knee band just below your knees, and we'll get started in about 20 seconds. If you guys want to get music playing, you can do that now. Here we go. 10, 9, fire hydrants first. 25 seconds on one side, 25 on the other. And begin. Good. Peel that knee up. Now you don't want to turn your pelvis. So both hip bones should stay facing the floor. This is just an abduction of the leg. And let's switch sides. Bring that other leg up. Remember which leg you did first. Next time we'll do the other. The next exercise will be a side lunge shift. We're going to hold a dumbbell or kettlebell up by your chin if you can. Side lunge shift and switch. All right, guys. We're going to take that band off. I'm going to give you just a couple extra seconds to get that band off. Grab that dumbbell or kettlebell. Starting in 5, 4. Here we go. Side lunge, shift, stand up. Side lunge, shift, Stand up. Push to your midfoot. You don't want the weight up only on your toe. You also don't want to be solely back on your heel. Midfoot. Keep that core strong. In 12 seconds, we're switching to back lunge, knee drive, single leg deadlift, knee drive. 3, 2, switch. All right, back lunge, knee drive, single leg deadlift, knee drive. I'm holding one weight in my right arm. My left leg is the leg that I'm lunging on. Focus on control. If you're holding on, try to lightly hold on so that you have to still work your balance. And we'll switch. Let's get the other side. And begin. Back lunge to knee drive. Deadlift to knee drive. Our next one will be an isometric squat hold in 10. And switch. Isometric squat hold as deep as you can. If you can, keep that weight up here. Get down there. Let's go. Good. Sit deep. That's it. That weight is to your midfoot. Your core is strong. With that weight hanging in front of you here, it's going to be pulling you forward. So you got to keep the core rigid. 20 seconds. Our next one is a pull-off press with a resistance band. 8, 7, 6, and switch. Awesome job. Oops. Here we go, guys. Pull-off press and begin. So we're sideways to our band, or to the band anchor. Pushing straight out and in. Keeping your core in neutral. Your hip bones facing forward. Neck straight. Chin tuck. Shoulders back. 7, 6. Feel that core engage. And switch. Whew. Other side. Ready. And begin. Take a little break after this one. That your hands stay in midline the whole time. They're just going away from your midline and back in, but they're not going side to side. And stop. All right, guys. Take one station, grab a drink. All right, guys, we're gonna get that circle band back on, just below our knees. Starting on fire hydrants in about 20 seconds. Okay. 10. Remember to start on the side that you did second last time. And begin. Good. Peel that knee up really high, keeping the hip bones facing the floor. Belly button faces the floor. And switch sides. Our next one is a side lunge shift. 3, 2, take that band off, guys. Good. Start in 10, 9, side lunge shift. And begin. Side lunge, shift, come up. Side lunge, shift, come up. Your trail leg is straight, so the one leg stays straight as you shift your weight on the other. Try to stay low as you shift. I like this because you're not stuck in one motion. You're kind of working the muscle fibers at all varying degrees as you shift across the middle. And switch. Back lunge, knee drive. One leg deadlift, knee drive. Left leg I'm standing on. Right leg has the weight. Here we go. Our core is not stiff. You're going to be all over the place. Feel the floor under your foot. Grip that floor. 5, 4, and switch. Stay on my right leg, my left arm has the weight. Begin. And switch. All right, we're going to isometric squat hold. All right, get those legs ready. And begin. Drop it down deep. Make sure you're breathing. Push those knees out wide. It's going to help engage those glutes so they can help. Shouldn't just be quads, shouldn't just be hamstrings. Should be a combination with your glutes as well. Aim for 90 degrees in your knee joint. 12 seconds. You can do it. 6, 5, 4. Pull off presses next. And switch. Pull off press. All right, guys, 2 more stations here. And begin. Nice stable base. Squeeze in your glutes. Squeeze in your core. Good shoulder posture. Pull your shoulders back and down. Keeping your chin tucked. "15 seconds. Keep breathing. And switch. Awesome job. Other side. Ready. And begin. Good. 15 seconds. Those hands at your midline, even when you extend out. 6, 5. And stop. All right, guys. Great job. All right, great job. Get that sip of water. We're gonna jump into an upper body circuit. So let's talk about it. Number one, you guys can do football steps while I'm talking. First exercise, we're gonna have a bench or a chair. We're just gonna do a tripod stance, one arm row. I'll show you from this side. So we just have even weight distribution between your tripod, which is 2 legs and 1 arm. And we're just gonna keep a flat back, retract that shoulder, and let's pull up into a 1 arm row. Then we'll switch sides. We'll get the other side. After that, we're going to do a band chest fly. So we're going to take a medium to heavy resistance band around a pole. You're facing away from the pole. And we're doing a chest fly right here. Okay. After that, we're going to roll out on your back on a ball. If you don't have a ball, you can do this in a bridge position, laying on the floor. And we're going to do a chest press, but we're going to press our hands together. So my hands are driving together while I'm doing the chest press. Okay. So not only am I pressing up, I'm pressing together the whole time. That's going to help activate that chest, especially after we just did the chest fly and then we're squeezing together. It's really going to burn that inside of the chest. Our next exercise, we're going to do a shoulder press. Let me show you from the side view. So we're going to take a light resistance band. And we're just going to do a shoulder press like this. Okay. Now, as you go up, that band is pulling you forward. So you have to keep your arms up at vertical. Okay. So it's going to put a lot of extra stress back in the upper back. And then finally, we're going to compound that with a reverse fly for 25 seconds. And then a lateral raise for 25 seconds. Our last station is split between reverse fly and lateral raise. Okay. And that's it. So we're going to run through this 2 times. Make sure you have a ball close by and a bench or a chair. You need a couple resistance bands, maybe. All right. Here we go, guys. We're starting with a dumbbell or kettlebell 1 arm row from a tripod stance. And begin. Now you want your chest directly on top of your support hand. And then you want the rowing hand to pull to your lower rib cage. Keep your back flat and straight. Imagine a glass of wine sitting on your back. You don't want to spill that wine. Or whatever your drink of choice that you care enough about to not spill. 10 seconds. And switch sides. Flat back, strong stance, and begin. Equal weight distribution between all 3 points of your tripod. Make sure you're breathing. We have a band chest fly next. Got 10, 9, and switch. Band chest fly. Facing away from your pole or your anchor. You can do this in a kneeling position if your band is down low. I like to touch my pinkies together first, not the tops of my hand. So your palms are facing each other with a slight upward rotation. Our next one will be a ball chest press or a bridge chest press where we press the dumbbells together. 6, 5, and switch. Very good, very good. Ball or bridge chest press, pressing the dumbbells together. All right, guys, let's do this. Squeeze those dumbbells hard together. This is a compound movement. Your chest should already be on fire from the flies. Right. 7, we have a shoulder press next with a light resistance band. And switch. Light resistance band, shoulder press. You can kneel down in front of a low band anchor if your setup has your band down low. Whew. This one's going to be hard. I hope you went light on your band choice. You have a great one. Yeah. Not music, man. Huh? Should you scream? I know. 8, 7, reverse fly is next. And switch. That was the killer. All right, reverse fly. Lighter dumbbells. Here we go. Straight out to the side. Don't pull back towards your hips. Nice straight back. We're going to switch to lateral raise in 5 seconds. And stand up for a lateral raise. Cool. Eight, 7. And stop. All right. Whew. Take a little break. Get those shoulders loosened up. It's a killer shoulder workout. All right, guys. Put one more round of this. Starting in about 25 seconds. All right, 12 seconds. Go ahead and get in position. Tripod stance, one arm row. Tripod stance, one arm row. Starting in 3 and begin. Remember, straight back, chest on top of hand, pulling the dumbbell or kettlebell to your lower rib on your rib cage. Trying to glide that scapula back on your rib cage. So you're retracting that scapula. "12 seconds. And switch. Other side. Okay, ready? And begin. "20 seconds, guys. Our next one is a band chest fly. 3, 2, and switch. Band chest fly. And begin. With bands, the closer you are to your band attachment, the easier it's going to be. You can scoot away to make it harder. Your hands should come forward right in front of your mid-chest. Keep your core strong. Good, 12 seconds. Ball chest press or bridge chest press next. So dumbbells pressed together. And switch. Good. Head on back. And here we go. On the ball, you want to roll out so that your head and shoulders are resting on the ball. So you're not straining your neck, but you are straining your butt because you have to bridge. Six, 5, we have that shoulder press next with the band. And switch. Remember, a light band, guys, light band. And here we go. seconds. And switch to reverse fly and lateral raise. Here we go, guys. Let's finish up this upper body circuit. "25 seconds here on the reverse fly. In 5 seconds, we'll switch to a lateral raise. And stand up. Lateral raise. Keep your belly tight so you don't arch back. And stop. All right, that was killer. All right, guys. So it's gonna be pushing it, but we're gonna jump into this last circuit I have. We have a full body, it's just kind of core, full body circuit. Our first exercise, we're gonna work for 45 seconds, rest for 12. Our first exercise is from a kneeling position. And we're just going to take either a pair of dumbbells or one dumbbell with a weight in front of you. Right here. We're going to sit back towards our heels, thrust our hips up, and bring them up overhead. Okay. I'm going to show you from the side actually. So we're here. Sit our hips back, straight back, bring up in front of your body, and then back down. Up and back down. This is a whole lot of posterior chain along with core and upper body. Our next one, we're in a tripod position, or I'm sorry, we're in a plank position, high plank, and we're going to take a dumbbell or kettlebell, pass it under your body, and then alternate. You want to keep your core nice and stable as you pass. Go as heavy as you can, keeping a good core position. And then our last exercise, we're just going to have one dumbbell up here, and we're just going to march. Okay, we're going to go as heavy as we can on this one side. And we're just focusing on keeping our core tight and our body centered, not losing your balance, but taking your time on each foot. Okay, so you're not like falling. And we're only going to do one side, and then the next time we come around, we'll do the other arm. Okay. All right, guys. Kneeling. Dumbbell raise overhead. Get those dumbbells ready. Here we go. Starting in 10. Kneeling, dumbbell raise overhead. And begin. Straight back, driving your hips in. Watch my hips, they drive in. And then reach back. They drive in, reach back. Seven, 6, All right, guys, switch to a high plank. High plank, one arm dumbbell, kettlebell pull through. Plank from your hands and reach under, pull that weight through. Put the hand down, reach back under, pull it through. Your core always faces the floor. Don't rotate your hips. 10. We have a goblet march next. And switch. We're going to stand up. And we have one dumbbell or kettlebell. Unilateral. We're going to march. Here we go. Not rocking side to side. $15. 5, 4. And switch. Stop. Short break. Really short break. We're going to do it again. From a kneeling position next. All right, guys, head to the floor, grab those weights. Let's get started in 10. Last round, 3 exercises. That's it. Between you and freedom, 3 exercises. Let's go. Just tingling. Straight back. Strong core. Strong hips. 5, 4. All right, guys, switch to high plank. Dumbbell pull through. And begin. You're reaching underneath your body to pull that dumbbell through. Keep your chest on top of your hands. 10. Stay strong, guys. Almost there. We have a march next. And switch. One arm. Goblet march. And begin. Really strong here. Again, don't fall to your leg. Control the whole movement. Nice and fluid. Top strong in that core. 15. 6, 5. Keep it up, keep it up. And stop. All right, guys. That'll start your weekend off, right? Awesome job. All right, we're going to jump into a stretch. Let's go ahead and start by taking some deep breaths. Big breath in, fill those lungs up. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. And breathe to the floor. Good. Hopper step back. And push up to an up dog or a cobra. Draw those shoulders down. Tuck your toes under, push to downward dog. Bring that left leg forward into a pigeon. Take that right shoulder to your left knee. Sit on up, grab that back foot behind you. Head back to downward dog. Bring that right leg forward to a pigeon. Square those hips up. Or just walked out front, and we have some wood chips. And there's literally a dagger of wood chip going through the bottom of her shoe, coming out the side of her shoe.
It didn't hit my foot, surprisingly.
It missed her foot though. And lay down if you haven't. Bring that foot up behind you. All right, guys, we're just gonna lay on your back. Bring that right leg over your left. Just have that lower back. Open up that chest. So you open up that thoracic spine. Look back over that right hand. And switch to the other side. If you guys are having a stiff day or a sore day, or you have, what might be a pulled muscle, active management of that injury is always going to be better than just doing nothing. And I have clients for 10, 15 years who still fall into the trap of, oh, I hurt something, I'm going to do nothing. And I'm just going to rest. And that has been disproven time and time again. There's, few instances where that might be necessary, but in most instances, active management is gonna help speed up healing and recovery. Let's do our quads. And that means, you know, stretching, moving, mobility work, light therapy work. Switch leg. And let's do our chest. Great job today, guys. Thanks for showing up this morning. And for all of you doing the recording, thanks for tuning in to the recording. Your body will thank you when you have an activity that requires strength and you can handle it. We'll do this again on Monday at 5:30. Tell your friends, tell your family. That workout that we did on Wednesday, the live Instagram is still up on our Instagram page and Facebook page. You could send people there to check it out. All right, guys, great to see you. Have a wonderful weekend. Good to see you, Casey.